Project planning and management. What's a project? A project is a temporary endeavor to achieve a particular aim. Yeah, maybe some of your companies, they work on projects, right? And their project has a life cycle. First, you have to concept. That's when you set the goals and the objectives. So that's a stage where you sit and you agree, this is what we will do. And then you do the planning, where you actually go and you organize your facility, equipment, people, task assignment, and scheduling. So that's when you do all of this plan. And then after you do the planning, you go to the third stage. And the third stage is execution. That's when you begin your actual work on the project and you already have a plan and you just execute it. And then after you finish, you terminate. The termination is a stage, part of the project, and it is when you turn the project over to the end user and you phase it out project resources. So that's when you start to close. So you see, good project managers, they understand those four stages and they do the conceptualization and they finish it. They do the plan and they finish it. And then they start the execution. And then when you start the execution, you finish the execution, and then you understand that you don't finish execution. You still have a termination. You have to terminate everything. You need to close the books, close the accounts, you see. So this is the conceptualization. Big picture, you develop overall project goals and budget and schedule. And then you plan it. That's when you have project planning activities. Little details are important. Acquire needed facilities, equipment. You need to acquire needed personnel. Who's going to do what? And then you coordinate individuals and team efforts. And then those can help you to the next execution stage. And the execution stage will take a lot of money and human resource and everything. So this is where most of the money go and most of the resources go. And then here, that's when you do project control. That's when you monitor progress and you take corrective actions. And that's when you do a project success criteria. You satisfy client expectations. You complete projects on time and under budget. Once you finish the execution, you do the little details and the big picture. You turn the project over to a client. You identify new project opportunities. Are you guys okay with this?
Something.
Now, project management may use software. Okay? Anyone have used project management software? Anyone have used it?
Like CRM?
Yes, I think.
Have you used project management?
Yeah, but I didn't finish the project.
You didn't completely do it? We need to start to use this. You guys want to have this homework?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Alright, let's do this as a project man. Now, how many people have Microsoft project in their computers?
I have it, but my crack finished.
So this is what you need to do. Go get project management. Anyone is good in project management or have the software?
I have an idea about it.
Okay, so maybe you can help other students who need help. We will do this homework and it's due tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow go from here, get Microsoft project and install it and start to use it. And if you don't know what to do, go on Google, search Microsoft project tutorial, follow them and do your project. And your project can include anything, let's say 3 to 4 items. Or if you want to make it big, as an example, to show everyone else. You already have one? Alright, so maybe tomorrow you bring it and you show everyone. Okay? In the software, you can identify schedule need to do activities, dramatically shift priorities and schedules, provide you critical path analysis, provide flexibility for plan modifications. It will set priority level, manage all resources flexibly, merge plans, issue manager alerts for project slippage, automatically record time for map against project, identify time spent on activities. So these are all benefits. Which one of these do you think is the most important? Time. Do what? I didn't hear you. Which one?
Third one.
Third one, the provide critical path analysis. Do you guys know what's a critical path analysis? It tells you what part of the project, if it's delayed, will delay the entire project. You see, there are things that can be delayed. But there are things that if delayed, the whole project is delayed. Professional managers use project manager. Remember when we talked about you when you get a new job as a manager? What do you do next day? You come to them and you show them, the project management software results,
We
right?
start to accomplish this program in our office before the work, but then we start.
Excellent. So project management guidelines, projects are schedule driven, results oriented, big picture, little details are of equal importance. Is the small detail like the big detail? They're just as equal. Project planning is very necessary. It's not a luxury. It's not that if you have it, it's great. No, it's a necessity. Project managers know the motivational power of these deadlines. If you have a deadline, then people finish on the deadline. Okay? So that's regarding project management. You can use a software. You can use a graphical planning, scheduling, control tools. Anyone have used a flowchart? Have seen a flowchart before? Flowchart is like, let's see, this is an example of a flowchart. Start, and then this is what you need. Let's say, admission. You come into the university, you have a diploma, yes, you go here. If you don't, then you go back get a diploma. If you have a diploma, let's see, do you have English? If yes, okay. If not, then you go take a course. If yes, then continue. If not, then go take you see. So here to give you a flow chart. This is, when you have this, you post it, everyone see it, everyone understand what's happening. In this example here, we have, you need to buy a car. Yes, you need a car. Let's see. You want to get a new one or use an old one? You want to get a new one. New one. You want to get it a sports? If yes, go. If not, then you want to get a 4-wheel drive? If yes, then you go. If not, then... So that's the idea of a control. Planning flow chart, it show you, it eliminate waste in the steps. It tell you, give you good idea. It identify the tasks, components. It's good for total quality management. Potential problems is that they do not indicate the time. The problem with the flow chart here is that you don't have a time. That's why you can use a Gantt chart. Do you know what's a Gantt chart? A Gantt chart is a graphical scheduling technique, but the good thing is good for scheduling. It has large project, it has good time. And for each activity and what progress has been asserted, and a potential problem is overlay, relax, are too comprehensive for Gantt charts. Let's see. This is an example of a Gantt chart. A Gantt chart says, and this is what you do if you use Microsoft Project. It will basically show you all the tasks you need to do, and will show you all the weeks. Then it'll show you in week 1, day 2 and 3, you will do this. Design it on the computer. And then after you design it on the computer, you go purchase the parts. At the same time, you go and you fabricate this fiberglass. And then here you want to get the fiber frames. They're trying to make a car here in this example. And then after that, you can build the drivetrains. And then by the end, you can see this task and this task. They have to finish in order to start this task, which is you assemble the cards. And then once you finish, and here you test them. So on this schedule, you can see if we're on week 3, we should be done with these. You should start here. If we're here, you should be finished. And you have something like this. You post it on the wall. This is a good project management. Everyone come, see their deadline. They know where they are. They know where they need to finish and where they end. And that's those are some examples of project planning tools.